Hi, it's Chris with Implied Music. We've been talking about how melodic tones relate to chords, how to harmonize melody, basically. I thought today we'd look at just a regular old major scale and how individual notes in the scale relate to triads from that scale. There's very specific relationships that are sort of important. A couple of them are really important. But we don't have to stop there. We can take it a little bit further. And of course, I always take it a little bit too far, don't I? So my teacher was Dr. Roland Wiggins, great theorist, terrific pianist. And he used to say, let's take an inventory, people. And what he meant was, let's try to take a look at the set of everything. No musician wants to use everything, but it's a good idea to know what everything is. Okay, so we could use any major scale, but for the sake of argument, the C major scale. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And I can build triads on every one of those scale degrees. Of course, if you've been following along, you know that this is true. 7th degree, and then we're back to C again. Well, let's say I want to harmonize that scale. Well, obviously, I could just take that triad, flip it down here, and now I've got the C on top. I've got each of those triads, and I'm harmonizing the scale. It doesn't sound bad. Listen to it again. I don't know, might be a little bit dull. In fact, it sort of doesn't really mean anything, right? It just sounds like everything's moving. What we frequently do is choose the 3 primary chords and ask ourselves this question. C is in what primary chord? Do you remember what the primary chords? Primary chords, did I jump the gun? They are this. The 1 chord C, the 4 chord F, and the 5 chord G. I played the last 2 chords in inversion, and I did it for a reason. If I add all of those notes up, all of the notes from those 3 chords, I'll have the notes from the C major scale. You probably noticed there are some duplications. The G is in the G chord and the C chord, right? The C is in the C chord and the F chord. There are some duplications. But what that means for the scale, we're going to harmonize the scale now, is I could just use those 3 chords. So C, G, C, F, back to C, F, G, C. I played solid roots at the bottom, but of course I don't have to. C, G, C, F, C, F, G, C. Honestly, it sounds kind of like one of those Bach chorales, doesn't it? We just used only 3 different chords from the major scale, to harmonize the scale. Let's add one more chord from the scale, one more diatonic chord. We'll add the A minor chord. C, G, A minor, F, C, F, G, C. The A minor does something really nice for us. Can you imagine a melody? Harmonized using those chords? Let's try it. Here we go. C, G, F, C, F, A minor, G, G7. It's kind of the way to do it, isn't it? Well, you'll get solid results, B+. But what if we want to inject a little color into things? A note may be the root, third, or fifth of any triad. We know that. But, oh, I don't know. Maybe any triad is just too big an inventory to take, to call back what my teacher used to say. So here's my suggestion. Pick triads that are related to the original key. So C major, C minor. Well, the third step of the C minor scale is E flat, and the E flat major triad has a G in it. Let's harmonize our Gs with E flat major. The seventh step of the C minor scale is B flat. Let's harmonize our Ds with B flat major. Okay, shall we do Twinkle Twinkle Little Star again? Here we go. So it starts off with a C, and then time for an E flat chord. F, back to E flat, F, E, B flat major, C. That was kind of fun, wasn't it? I said E. I harmonized the E note with a C chord. This is a very strong sound, kind of epic. C major, E flat major. Very, very epic. Back to the E flat. I probably would have gone to G or C there. I love that B flat chord. B flat to C is a very strong and interesting cadence. The use of these alternate chords is called modal exchange, and there's a big study of it. I mean, I've talked about it a few times. But the idea of grabbing a scale and just playing around with harmonizing just the scale, first with chords from the scale, that is to say the diatonic chords, and then perhaps with triads or other chords from outside of the scale, is a powerful way to begin for you to investigate your sort of harmonization potential. As my teacher used to say, take an inventory. Let's come down the C scale. So my C, but I'm going to harmonize it with an A minor. E7, F sharp, half diminished, E flat major, F minor, E diminished, D minor 7 flat 5, C. Woo! It's a kind of a lot there, but, and did it make sense? I don't know, but any note, maybe the root third, fifth, or maybe seventh or more of any chord. Too much, right? I hope this was useful. Like and subscribe, ding the bell. I should say like and subscribe at the beginning of the videos. Why don't I ever do that? I never think about it. I'm too excited about what we want to talk about. When you ding the bell, you'll be notified when I do my videos. I do videos every day. I'll see you next time.